TreehouseSupplies.com presents how to install a slide. If all tree houses and playhouses were 5 or 6 feet above the ground, there wouldn't be a need for a sectional slide. But the fact is that most tree houses are well above this height. The only option for a single unit slide with a deck height over 7 feet are commercial grade casts that run over $4,000. Sectional slides offer a great substitute that costs less than a quarter of their commercial playground alternatives. This video will guide you through the steps to assemble and install your slide. Sectional slides are made up of 3 different types of pieces: a top piece, a bottom piece, and a number of middle pieces or inserts. This number depends on how high your platform is. For an 8-foot high platform, 5 inserts will be needed. For a 10-foot high platform, 7 inserts will be needed. Check the chart found on TreehouseSupplies.com's slide page for the exact number of inserts you will need. In addition to buying the slide, 2x6s or 2x8s will also need to be purchased for the slide stringers. These will fit up and under the slide's handrails. Again, see Treehouse Supplies' slide page for more info. To begin, align all the slide pieces upside down together in order on a flat surface, typically the ground. Every middle piece will have an overlap and underlap side and should also be numbered, allowing all the slide's pieces to fit over and under each other. Each section comes with 8 pan head and 5 hex head screws. First, after aligning all the pieces in order, screw 1 hex head screw through the center of each overlap. Be sure that every joint is fitted together tightly. For now, using just 1 screw in the middle will allow us some flexibility to screw each part firmly together and tightly to the lumber. The lumber will sit in each of the grooves on each side of the slide. To obtain the correct length for our lumber, measure this distance, subtract 1/4 inch from that, and cut 2 pieces to that length from either the 2x6 or 2x8s you purchased. Now that we have our stringers, let's install them to the slide pieces. Starting on the entrance piece, use 2 panhead screws on the far left and right sides to attach to the stringer. Make sure the lumber is sitting flat and flush to the inside of the inserts before the screws are installed. When the 2 screws have been inserted, screw 1 in the middle as well. Repeat this process for the opposite side. These steps will be repeated for every section of the slide. Aligning each of the sectional joints can be a bit tricky and probably will take some work to close up the gaps. It is recommended that a clamp be available to help keep the lumber flush to the underside of the sections. After all the inserts have been screwed to the stringers, install 4 more hex screws to each of the overlaps. Now that the slide has been constructed, let's mount it to our platform. Use 2 pan head screws or 2 rounded head screws to fasten the top to the decking. This will keep children from cutting themselves on a sharp screw. Fill any gaps between the sections with silicone to keep fingers or clothing from being caught on the ride down. We recommend that the bottom be reinforced with some 2x6 in order to keep the exit from sinking into the ground. 2 24-inch pieces with a 40-degree angle on one side can be screwed to either side of the bottom piece to help prevent it from sinking. Also, for safety's sake, make sure the exit is clear of any obstacles such as rocks, roots, and holes that kids can come in contact with. When using the slide, the speed of descent can be controlled depending on if the child's legs are straight forward as a sitting position, or if the legs are raised where only the rider's back is making contact with the slide. Over time, the slide will become a bit faster as the surface is smoothed over. And that's it!